For those who've been understandably distracted by the epic catastrophe that is the American Empire's latest move in Afghanistan, at the same time the Taliban has blitzed through to total control of that country after 20 years of war, trillions of dollars spent, thousands of dead lost, and tens of thousands of wounded on our part, there's been a little Nazi wannabe waiting to be confirmed as the new head of the ATF by the name of David Chipman. Chipman hates the Second Amendment and wants to disarm the American people. So, of course, Joe Biden has nominated him to be head of the ATF. Now, Chipman can't define what an assault weapon actually is, but he knows that he wants to ban them, and he knows that, whatever they are and however they're defined, the definition definitely covers things like AR-15s, and we definitely need to get those dangerous weapons out of we the people's hands. Now, Chipman is just one of many American Empire stormtrooper wannabe goons who want to disarm the American people so that we become that much easier for government to control and dominate. While there's a lot more that can be said about his particularly disgusting views of government and his history of defending the use of government power to crush and kill in places like Waco and Ruby Ridge, for now it seems like the best counter to the whole worldview being pitched through nuts like Chipman is how, at the very same time he's awaiting a final decision on his nomination, the American government, the USSA itself, has just showered the Taliban with literally billions of dollars worth of weapons. Everything from machine guns to armored vehicles and even attack helicopters. These things have been just gifted to the Taliban. Accidentally, of course, or so the narrative goes, like all of those stunningly similar accidents that have dumped massive amounts of military-grade weaponry into the hands of evil organizations time and time again over recent decades. But this time, thanks to the nature of communication and, despite the elite abuser class's best efforts, thanks to the still free-flowing streams of information that they haven't been able to clamp down on yet, the American people and everyone else in the world, or most people in the world, are getting a chance to see this happen real time. We're seeing just how overtly deceitful and dangerous the evil American Empire really is as it showers the Taliban with billions in weapons while moving aggressively against its own people's ability to defend themselves from tyrannical governments like the American Empire. This is why the elite abuser class is getting so desperate and acting out in more intensely stupid ways as their endgame unfolds. You and I aren't supposed to have an AR-15 to defend ourselves or our families, but the Taliban gets billions in machine guns, armored vehicles, and attack helicopters. Oh, and did I mention that we, the taxpayers, are supposed to fund this redistribution of power from us to the Taliban? Yeah, this is the kind of garbage. This kind of garbage is why the end is near for the elite abuser class. They know it. That's why they're scared. Terrified, actually. So chin up. We're gonna win this thing, no matter how many billions in weaponry they dump on the Taliban. If you appreciate this perspective and want a daily dose of informed optimism, please subscribe to the channel, and if you want a deeper dive into subjects like this, subscribe to the weekly newsletter at hellrazerreport.com.